everybody know. Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit the back down. Seem like everybody nowadays, Hollywood. Oh, it's like that now? I'ma show you how to act now. I'ma show them how to act. I'ma show you. I'ma show them how to act.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Panthers going up against the Saints.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got room. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd down following the run. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry for Henry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. Another run, this time McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Newton. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Sheldon Rankins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And getting our first update now from Nashville. The Broncos have taken the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. off the play fake. West. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Shaq Thompson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, West. And Thomas has it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his man on the crossing route. Still shedding tackles. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be 1st down, Saints.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on. Touchdown, New Orleans! A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On second down. Here's Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Newton finding Funches for the Panther first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's Newton now on second down. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's brought down. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action here on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. Again, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
On first down, West. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down now after the incompletion. Off play action. West. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Looking to throw. West. Forced out to his left. Oh, and now West lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. There he goes right side, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And it's up and good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. On first down, Newton. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Trey Hendrickson able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. To throw on second down is Newton. And his throw here's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. The Bills, they are just continuing to pour it on. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Throwing on third down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So they had great field position, but a three-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a three-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Now let's go. Green, 30.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw on second down. West. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Throwing on third and long. West. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And the Panthers coming out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before the break. Newton. Oh, and now he bowls it. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So 2nd and 10 here. Back to throw. West. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Saw man coverage on the perimeter, and that was a pretty good throw. And it's one of those ones that wasn't an easy catch, but it's one that he thinks that he should have come down with, although I'm sure the opposing cornerback would beg to differ.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. West. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. We got 3. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. 319. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. West. Complete. Richardson has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back to throw. West. The swing pass caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd and goal to go now. Kamara. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Looking to throw. West. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints get a bit closer. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Throwing on 1st down. West under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Back to throw. West looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carroll. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, West. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and He gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Off the play fake. West. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Shaq Thompson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever.
Let's go. Detroit.
Looking to throw. West. Flushed out right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are back within a score. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And now running right through it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run. It's Henry. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They'll try the air now with Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go. 3-19. Watching that, Barney. Watching that, Barney.
Off play action. West. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
All right, now, look at 56.
To throw on second down, West. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
Now let's go. 319. 319. Detroit. Detroit.
From the gun, West. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also fourth.
Set. Now let's go. Over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Around the NFL fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Buccaneers have just extended their lead. A win would be their second on the young season. First down, West. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Leopard, here we go now. 319. Leopard.
Throwing again. West. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be third and 19.
Detroit. All right, now, look at 56. Over.
Operating from the gun, West. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Back to throw. West. Got his man incomplete over the middle. That's Richardson. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Checking in on Houston. It's in the fourth quarter there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season. And now a first down following that long gain. Shift together here from the D-line.
Detroit! Detroit! 319! 319! All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10, and that will write a finish to this ball game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a preview. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11.